Good people, if you're looking for Chaosium in Way of Winter, then you've come to the right place. We'll start with a farming route to get around 2.5k Chaosium in less than 10 minutes. Then we'll cover coal crystal and hot rock ores, gathering spots and running permits. If you're a pro, you might already know all of this. Got some tips of your own? Be awesome and share them in the comments. Let's dive in. Let's start with a fast Chaosium run that will generate a bunch of Chaosium depending on how many enemies you defeat. And it starts at Firethroat Sanctum, at the teleportation tower close by. My friends, let's begin. So we're at the entrance, and after looting we just go up the stairs to the left here. Now we glide from this helipad towards the center of the structure. By the way, feel free to eliminate the enemies on the sides here as well. Then we just take the elevator down. In this room we have two locations with clustered Chaosium barrels. So let's take down some enemies and grab those barrels. Make sure to grab these barrels here. And we grab these ones as well. Let's continue. Now we walk through this pathway in front of us. And in this room we have lots of Chaosium barrels, so let's grab them all. And now we ride the elevator back up. Awesome, now we just run out of the structure, the same way we entered. Time to glide down this mountain towards the church. It's a long glide. And we can see the barrels from here. And there, let's grab all these barrels. Now feel free to clear this church as well for some extra Chaosium. And we're done, let's see how much we got. I got 2.3k Chaosium, that's awesome. And as you might already know, it takes a while before you can do it again. Let's move on to the ores. Another way to get Chaosium is to craft it yourself. To do this, you first need to unlock a mimetic talent. Let me show you. And here under infrastructure, a bit down we have Chaosium extraction. And with this we'll be able to produce Chaosium with our furnace. If we have the ore for it, that is. Now let's take a look at our furnace. And as we can see, to produce Chaosium we need either coal crystal or hot rock ore, as well as some acid. But how do we collect the actual ores? Well, we can't mine them right away since they're surrounded by an aura that needs to be removed first. So let's go through a few ways to remove the auras. For coal crystal ores, removing the aura can be as simple as tossing a Molotov cocktail. Simple as that. For hot rock ores we can use frost grenades. To get frost grenades you need to unlock them with mimetics. And we just go to crafting. And a bit down we have explosive throwables. And after unlocking that they become available for crafting at the synthesis bench. These two items are easily accessible to all players. With them in our arsenal, we can collect both cold crystal and hot rock ores. It's as simple as that. Now there are some important things I want to mention. It doesn't matter which Molotov or frost grenade you use, just go with the weakest ones you have. But there's actually an even better way to remove the auras from the ores. There's a mimetic specialization that lets you craft ice and flame throwing daggers. These daggers can also remove auras, but that's not all. You can use them multiple times. For example, if you throw an ice dagger at an hot rock ore, it removes the aura, but you can also pick the dagger back up. If you get that specialization, it might just be worth getting it, or you could just buy them from a vending machine. Let's move on to some good ore locations. Between Oblivion and Ground Unfallen, we have a convenient location for hot rock ores. It's close to Firethroat Fortress, and it's around this teleportation tower. Usually there are 3 to 4 nodes scattered around, and you can just change world to check for more. So let's go and find one. Might as well use the motorbike. And there we have one, simple as that. However, the nodes in this area are spread out, so it has some drawbacks. Let's move on to a location with more clustered nodes. If we are using frost grenades, we want to use as few as possible, hitting more than one node at once. This location is close to the previous one, and it's a Firethroat Fortress on my location. And the area looks like this. And here we have some clustered hot rock ores, so it can be a nice way to stock up on some if you don't want to use tons of frost grenades. Hot rock ores can be quite expensive to farm if you don't have access to the ice throwing daggers, since the grenades are quite expensive to make. I mean, at least if we compare them to Molotovs. So let's move on to my favorite option. Southeast of Whalebone and southwest of Camp iCUE we have a great location for cold crystal ore, and it's close to Tundra Monolith as well. To get there, we start from this teleportation tower here, where I'm standing. So, this is the area, and let's go. I prefer farming cold crystal ore since there's many spots with clustered nodes, and if you don't have any fire daggers, I mean Molotovs are not that expensive to craft. And in this location, we just need to jump down. We aim to reach the bottom. My friends, we've finally reached the bottom, and as you can see, there are tons of nodes scattered around and a bunch of them are clustered together. This spot is awesome. You can just hang out here, wait for respawns and stock up on as much ore as you need. I mean, why not just log out here and hop back in every now and then to grab more? Let's move on to another location. My friends, it's time for a bonus location, and it's northwest of Whalebone and Bear's Den. Let's zoom in on it. And it's on my location, in this area right here. So, this spot has some clustered cold crystal ores that's easy to access, but the main reason why I visit this spot is because of the polar bears running around. And I'm often after some bear skins when playing Way of Winter, so I usually go here to get some skins as well as some cold crystal ores. Wishland is also a great spot for bear skins, but I still find myself coming here once in a while. Okay, so that's nice and all, but there's another way to get Chaosium that is awesome, and that is running permits. You've probably collected tons of them, and they look like this. And these ones are awesome since you can do them with friends, and not only that, you both get the rewards. So, to run permits, you just go to the workshop locations on the map, like this one. And there's also one of these locations where I'm currently standing. And there you'll find a structure like this that you can interact with. And as we can see here, you get Chaosium as a reward. And you can select whatever permit you have. Now keep in mind that your permits have different tires. So what does the tires of the permits actually mean and why does it matter? Well, the tires affects the monster level, amount of waves as well as the final reward. So let's run one. The goal is to protect this structure, and now we have some time to prepare the environment. We can move stuff around that's already there, like this oil drum here. We can also build stuff if we have the materials to do so. And then we just keep eliminating enemies in waves. And of course we have some bosses as well. And when it's completed, we get the rewards from the structure by interacting with it. Simple as that. Do you have an awesome way to collect Chaosium? Got an awesome tip regarding this? Please leave a comment. I'm always looking for new tips and things to try out. That's it for this video. Have a nice day, everyone.